I just saw the video about how Donald Trump is trying to pass a national right to carry law. And I totally agree with this. And there's a lot of people on here that are going to be like, no, that's stupid. Or no, we don't need this. Let me explain something to you. I spoke to a Russian general one time when I was in the military at a conference. Hey, and I asked him, I said, during the Cold War, why didn't y'all try to invade America? And he started to laugh and looked at me and said, do you want to know the truth? And I said, yeah, sure. And he told me, he goes, we ran thousands of scenarios on how to invade America. He goes, and every time we lost, thousands of scenarios. And I said, well, why did you lose? He goes, well, we couldn't account for the amount of civilian firepower that is in that country. Let's think about that, people. The only thing that's stopping this country from being invaded is the amount of civilian firepower that we have. That makes a hell of a statement right there. You know, like I said in the other video, I believe that an armed society is a polite society. Now, what I mean by an armed society is a polite society is the weapons in the hands of the right people will quell a lot of the unnecessary violence that we have today. Not saying that bad guys still won't get firearms. However, if more people are armed, more bad guys will turn on and be like, you know what, not today. Or they'll go by the fuck around and find out policy, in which case it only happened once, and that problem will be solved. But the next time, for all you people out there that want to be like, well, freedom of speech, or I get an opinion or something, let me tell you something. The Second Amendment is the only reason why that this country has never been taken over by any other country. The amount of civilian firepower that we have in this country greatly outweighs its own population. Think about that. And for those of you that the math isn't mathing, in other words, we could put a weapon in every single person's hand in the United States, and we'd still have a ton left over. So there you have it. There's your little history lesson for today. Y'all have the day you deserve.